There are dating lessons that people learn late in life, and they learn it the hard way, and they learn it from their own experience instead of learning from other people's experience. It is good to learn certain things from other people's experience instead of learning from your own experience in a very painful way. The truth is, many heartbreaks are preventable. Of course, not all heartbreaks can be prevented. Some must happen, but a lot of heartbreaks that we see today are actually preventable. I want us to look at some 5 brutal, honest dating tips that can save us from a lot of heartbreaks. Number 1, good attraction is not good intention. That's the biggest mistake a lot of people make. They think that if a strong attraction, that means there's good intention, and that is far from the truth. Nothing can be farther from the truth. Good attraction does not equal good intention. There can be very strong attraction, you can be very good, everything is well, everything is looking good, but that doesn't mean that intention is good. That doesn't mean intention is strong. That doesn't mean intention is even demonstrated. For many years, we've seen people who date, they're all over, everybody's thinking they have everything going well, everybody's thinking they're going to get married, everybody's thinking that they're working well, they're aligned on everything, but the truth is they're not aligned on anything. All they have is attraction, and attraction means attachment. You see them, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of affection, there's a lot of being together. They're not going anywhere. Even though you may be assuming, you may be thinking that you are going somewhere, you are actually not going anywhere unless there's alignment. And because there's no alignment, most times it ends in regret, it ends in sorrow, it ends in heartbreak. So you need to, from the beginning, know, yes, there's attraction, yes, there's attachment. Do we have alignment? Do we have agreement? What gives you a marriage, a foundation for marriage, is not attraction, is not attachment. What gives you a foundation for marriage, what gives you hope for marriage, is agreement, is compatibility, is alignment. And where there's no alignment, where there's no agreement, where there's no compatibility, you're just drifting. Yes, you may have attachment, yes, you may have attraction, you may be very strong, you know, it may seem to be going well, but without alignment, without agreement, without compatibility, you don't have anything. And very soon the dream just blows up and you find out that it's not. If you are dating, don't assume. Ask, where do we have alignment, where do we have agreement, what have we agreed on? Bible says two cannot work together except they be agreed. What have you agreed on? Are you getting married? When are you getting married? These agreements are very important, and it has to be consistent. If it's not consistent, it may be nothing, it may go nowhere. So don't say attraction is very good. If he doesn't see me, he cannot leave. He needs to see me every time. He's texting me every time. He's calling me on the phone every time. He wants to see me every time. It doesn't mean nothing. It's just dreams, and dreams can blow up. And that brings us to the next tip, which is people think that commitment will come with time. In other words, they think if we spend enough time together, we spend enough years, commitment would naturally come. No, it does not happen like that. It's not true. The only thing that is sure when you spend time together to come is passage of time will come. Wasting of time will come. Commitment does not come with this passage of time. So you spend 1 year with him, you spend 2 years, or you even spend 3 years, and you think, we've been together for 1 year, we've been together for 2 years, we've been together for 3 years, and you expect, everybody expects that because you've been together for those number of years, or even 5 years, that commitment will come, that marriage will come, that something serious will come. No, something serious does not come because you have spent serious time together. I want to say that again. Something serious does not come because you have spent serious time together. Something serious only comes if the person you are spending time with is serious. You need to get this very clear. It will save you from heartbreak. It will save you from regret. It will save you from tears. If he is not serious, spending serious time with him doesn't make him serious. If he is not serious, spending serious time with him does not make him to be committed, does not make him to get married to you, does not make him to do anything serious. He will be playing along with you. He will be stringing you along. He will be saying, let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. And let's see how it goes is always a code that we're not going anywhere. The moment you start to hear, let's see how it goes, it's a code we're not going anywhere. If you don't understand that, no decision, if he's not taking a decision and he's just saying, let's see how it goes, and you're spending time, and 1 year becomes 2 years, and 2 years becomes 3 years, and you are hoping that, look, don't you know we have spent time? This time we have spent should equal, should guarantee, should bring about commitment, should bring about engagement, should bring about seriousness. No. The person you are spending serious time with has to be a serious person from the beginning. If he's not a serious person from the beginning, and you're spending serious time with him, and doing serious things, doing more with him will not make him to be serious. Spending time with him will not make him to be committed. You need to understand this before you start to spend years, because if you don't understand this, the only thing that is guaranteed is heartbreak. The only thing that is guaranteed is tears and crying and sorrow, and we want to save you from that. And that brings us to the next point, and that point is his desire for marriage should be demonstrated. It should not be decoded. Yes, you heard me well. Should be demonstrated by him, not decoded by you. Because what we see today is a lot of young women spend a lot of time trying to decode, trying to find out, is he serious? Is he intentional? Is he interested in me? Does he want to marry me? No, you shouldn't be decoding whether he's serious, because you are not trained to do that. He is supposed to demonstrate consistent seriousness, consistent intention, his desire, consistent desire. His desire should be demonstrated by what he does, by what he says, by how he does it, by how consistent he is. If you have to be decoding, or your mother is decoding, or your friends are decoding, everybody's busy trying to decode, trying to understand his intention, you may be wasting time. I listened to somebody the other day say, people who are serious don't beat about the bush. If he's beating about the bush, going here, going there, saying this today, saying this tomorrow, saying that one again, saying the other one, he is not demonstrating a consistent desire. He's allowing you to decode. He's allowing you to try to find out, know what his desire is, and that is dangerous. That dynamics is dangerous. You cannot deal with that, because every day he's changing. Every day he's not serious. Every day he's not consistent. You are not sure of where he is. He's here today, he's here tomorrow. He's saying this today, today, he's saying that tomorrow. You could, by the end of the day, end with nothing, and you've just wasted years. So you need to watch him from the beginning. Number one, does he have a desire for marriage? Is he demonstrating it? Not just speaking it. Is he doing it? He has to be doing that desire. Is he doing it? Or you are just spending all your time trying to decode, okay, because he said this, maybe it means this. Because he said this, because he's asking me about children, maybe he wants us to get married. Because he's asking me the type of house I want to live in. You are decoding what he said. No, you shouldn't be that. Because you may be decoding him all wrong, and everything you are decoding could be wrong. And by the end of the day, you end with nothing. He has to demonstrate his desire for marriage. And it has to be about marriage. If it's not marriage, what are you dating for? He has to demonstrate that he wants to get married. Demonstrate that early. Demonstrate that consistently. If he's not demonstrating that, you need to stop wasting time. Because if you continue to waste time, like I said from the beginning, there will be heartbreaks. So many heartbreaks can be prevented. So many heartbreaks can be avoided. I want to help you to avoid the heartbreaks that come from following somebody who is not demonstrating their desire for marriage, who is allowing you to decode, who is allowing you to guess, because your guesses may be wrong. Yeah, that brings us to the next point, and that point is doing more for him won't make him love you more. And I want you to get this very clear. Doing more for him will not make him love you more. A lot of women think this is true, that the more they do, the more they will love them. So they go out of their way to even do what they can't do, what they shouldn't do, what they are not allowed to do in every area. I've heard a story about a student who gave her school fees to a boyfriend to start whatever I don't understand, or even to gamble. Maybe he gambled with it. I'm not interested in what he did with it. What I'm concerned about is that this was her school fees, hundreds of thousands, undergraduate school fees, hundreds of thousands that the parents provided, gave it in whole, not in part, to a man that she thought would marry her. That's extreme recklessness. But she's doing it because she thinks that the more I do for him, the more he will know that I am serious, and the more he will take me serious, and the more he will do more for me. Rubbish. It doesn't work like that. Doing more for him does not make him love you more. If he does not love you already, if he does not want to get married to you, serving him, cooking for him, cleaning for him, sharing your body, sharing your bed, sharing your money, sharing your time, sharing everything, giving him everything you have, even the ones you're not supposed to give, he will not change anything. In fact, he will just take advantage of you the more. Being available more and more does not make you more valuable. When you date, being available, being accessible does not make you more valuable. I want you to get this. I'm saying it again and again. Being available, being accessible reduces your value, does not increase your value as a woman. People who are always available for sex, available for service, you give them access for everything, you are available for everything, it actually reduces your value. It does not increase your value. It values you less. It doesn't value you more. So it's a wrong thinking to believe that yes, because I do more, because I give him more of myself, more of my money, more access, more availability, you even allow him to come and live with you, or you even go and live with him, that won't change anything. That is not going to make him love you more. That's not going to make him more committed. That's not going to, you cannot love him into being serious. Yes, you cannot say I love him more, let me do more. If I do more, he becomes more serious. If I give him more, he becomes more serious. No, doing more will not make him more serious. Doing more just makes you look desperate. That's what he will think. You are making yourself more available. You are giving him more accessibility. He thinks maybe you are desperate. And maybe you are desperate. He thinks maybe I should run away. So the more you are doing, the more he is running away. He's not running towards you. But people get it all wrong. It's the other way around. Doing more, giving him more, loving him more, giving more of your money, more of your body, more of your time, spending more time in his house, spending more time on his bed, spending more time with him. Everywhere he goes, you go. And if you are desperate, he starts to withdraw himself. So you need to understand this and don't play that game of more I do for him, the more I will get from him. If you play that game, you may end up being the loser. Finally, that brings us to the last point, and that point is most young women think if I don't play his game, I will lose the game. So let me better play his game. And when you start to play his game, you will still lose the game. Why? For his game is not your game. Your game is marriage. He wants to be comfortable. You are dating him for a purpose. He's dating you for pleasure. So you see, the reason he wants to play his game is because his game is not your game. His game is pleasure. Your game is purpose. You want to date for purpose. You want to date for marriage. He wants to date for garbage. He wants to date for comfort. He wants to date for convenience. And he wants you to play his game. And you are afraid. You think, let me play his game, because if I don't play his game, I'm going to lose the game to somebody else. And so you bend the rules, you break the rules, you go out of your way, you start playing the game by his own rules. You start playing his game instead of your game. And by the end of the day, because his game from the beginning is not marriage, his game is not purpose, his game is not serious, you start to play his game with him and you still lose the game. So you need to understand, if he will not play the game that you want, and the game you want is purpose, the game you want is marriage, the game you want is intentional dating. If you won't play that game, that means he doesn't deserve you. Don't break your rules. Don't say I must play his game or I will lose the game to somebody else. It's better you lose his game, because his game is not something you deserve. His game is below you. His game is not good enough for you. Yes, I'm going to say that again. Don't play his game, because his game is not good enough for you. The reason he doesn't want to play your game is because your game is very good. Your game is too good for him. He doesn't deserve you. You have to find somebody who is deserving of the game you want to play. But if you say no, I must play his game because I want him, you're going to play a game that is rigged. You're going to play and the game is rigged against you. The game you are playing is rigged against you. So it's obvious you will lose. And you will not know that you are losing while you are playing the game. By the end of it, it ends and the dream blows up into nothing. So you need to understand, if he wants you to play by his own game or play by his own rules, you will need to stop and say, no, that's not, our games are different. His game has to be aligned to your game. His game has to be going where your game is going. If his game is not going where your game is going, don't play his game, because his game is a losing game. At least it's a losing game for you, and he knows it from the beginning. You are going to lose in this game, and he wants you to play the game. So you need to understand, you need to preserve yourself. You need to say, look, your game is not going where I'm going. The game you want me to play is not the game I want to play. Where your game is going is not where my game is going. No, I cannot afford to play your game. Don't think that if you don't play his game, you will lose the game, because if you play by his game, you will still lose the game. Yes, if you play the game that he wants you to play, you will lose the game. It's guaranteed. It's settled. Like I said from the beginning, so many heartbreaks are avoidable. Not all heartbreaks are avoidable. Some cannot be avoided, but a lot can be avoided if we pay attention to these basic things. If this message has spoken to your heart, I want you to subscribe, share with your friends, and follow us for more. If you are new to this channel, my name is Forward, JP Forward. Please make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe and share, the algorithm shows it more people, and that helps us to grow. Thank you for watching.